Welcome back, everybody. We're here again tonight with some more Valorant. I'm K9.
I'm Evan Moss and Legion.
Yep, and we're going to get right into things on the map number 1, going to be Lotus. This is going to be Mizzou's map pick. They're going against Western Kentucky University. I'm very excited for this. It is the new patch, 6.04. Gecko is disabled, though. You got to wait 2 weeks in order to see him. I've been having fun in solo queue with him. Pretty fun kit so far. I don't know about you.
I haven't really tried him out yet. I just know that he's probably going to be obnoxious on release, like every right character ever.
I love him. I love his pets. They're really good. But we're getting right into map number 1, Lotus. Everyone's in Champion Select right now, loading up their characters. Looking at the characters right now, looks like pretty similar comps. The one big note is Western Kentucky is running the Viper, whereas Mizzou is going to be running that Raze instead.
They're also hovering the Chamber, which is an interesting flex pick, I guess. They're confident in the op skills, I guess.
Yeah, I think they do like Chamber. Conch now changed his name to Lobster. Has been playing that Chamber for a while. He has played it on Lotus just a little bit. Is a little bit of a mix-up for Lotus at least. But I mean, it's still very strong, especially on the hands of a good opper like Conch.
Yeah, I can see being strong on the side lane sites like A and C, where they have those big open entryways. B a little less so, but I'm interested to see how this pick goes if they actually do lock into the Chamber.
Yeah, and I think with time running up, I think that is going to be, in fact, the Chamber on this. And yeah, there it is. So Chamber going to be picked up. We don't see it a lot too much after all the nerfs that he's been getting throughout the patches, but we're going to see him picked up today. So I do believe this is Mizzou's map pick of Lotus. They are definitely one of the better Lotus teams out here. We've seen a lot of them. We saw it on Sunday against Northwood. Northwood did win that map, I do believe, but it was a very close map, and Mizzou did end up picking up a map against Northwood, which is the first time I think Northwood in that entire CVAL tournament actually dropped a map was to us. It was a 1-3 series that went to Northwood, but it's good to see that our team is able to compete against such a very strong team like Northwood and able to fight back just a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm interested in seeing how this Chamber plays out on this map. I know Omen and Breach are very stable picks on this map because of their utility as well as ability to get around the map and use flashes pretty well. I want to see how well this Chamber goes on. I wonder if the KJ is just going to offer more utility is what I think, honestly, is that it's just better on holding sites, but yeah.
Yeah, and another thing as well is Mizzou not running the Viper, instead of going to be running the Raze, so a little bit of a different, take on the map. Mizzou, I feel a little bit more aggressive rather than the defensive side as WKU, but Zella already going to take off the head of Torino with that Sheriff shot, so first blood goes to Mizzou.
Lobster is looking for a pickup for this Viper wall, but we'll see how this goes.
Yeah,
looks like they're going through doors.
Yeah, door open up, flash as well. Zella's going to throw that nade as Ponder falls over by the door. With all the members running through, Zella still here with the Sheriff. First shot goes a little bit wide. Sees number 2 trying to spam through the box, not able to find it just yet. The Frenzy, gets down to very low. There's going to be
he still gets the pick.
Finds it, 26 HP. Shots go a little bit wide for both parties. There comes the Aftershock. Stalls out the plant. Still not down, but in fact, Lobster's going to be able to find that before he gets his head taken out. 2 versus 2 now, as Panda's able to find 1, make that 2, and Mizzou win round 1.
Panda with a nice cleanup with the Ghost Buy. Chamber buy so far, the pick going really well, actually.
Went 1 for 1 in there. Got a nice pick with that Headhunter, and Mizzou are able to strike fast with round number 1, but it looks like WKU forcing up for this round number 2.
It's a very aggressive buy from WKU. I'm surprised they're not going for a full save, especially with their less pushing comp. Because, yeah, you have the Breach, but other than that, you don't really have a good entry besides that. Like, Viper and KJ are good lockdowns, but not exactly as good pushers, I'd have to say.
Definitely a little bit better for that post plant as already Zella finds that first frag with that Marshall. The push comes in, but Zella does fall, unfortunately, to Freddy Cats. Spike going down here. Lobster looking for something. Panda's going to be able to find
double.
2 through the smoke there. Now, Lobster finds 1 before falling to Bullet. And there's Froggy. Finds the last one. The force-up doesn't go the way of WKU trying to catch Mizzou off guard, and Mizzou are able to pick up number 2. WKU probably forced a little bit of a worse buy now after that save round doesn't go their way.
Yeah, I'm a little perplexed on giving the Omen the defuse, though. I feel like a Breach or a Fatal would be a lot better overall. But I guess Piggy hasn't really participated in a whole lot of kills so far, so I guess stacking it up on them would make that much more sense.
Yeah, I think it's just because Panda's much closer to the ultimate available that they're just going to give it to him. It is nice to have the Breach or the Fade ultimates because they're very powerful ultimates compared to Omen, but I mean, Panda's closer. Maybe he can look for a big flank or a fast rotate over. He can look to help out his team.
Yeah, as an Omen main, I'm going to be biased and say Omen has the weakest ult in the game, but I can see why they'd give it away.
Ooh, Zella finds Friend of Cats there. A nice play. The C's comes through and Zella finds the frag. Mizzou is taking a lot of space over here towards A.
Oh, he doesn't know the stage is on the left.
Shot goes wide, doesn't find anything. Good flash there from the WKU, but
It looks like they're going for a B push around here, looking around here.
yeah.
I want to see if Mizzou's going to push through their spawn, maybe. Race looks like she's positioning for it.
Lobster opening up that door again, trying to find something.
Also, this is a round 3 op. Are we just not going to acknowledge
Yeah,
this?
round 3 op. I do believe he saved pretty heavily that second round. Just used this.
Looks like only a sheriff that he got from last
the
round.
headhunter shots, but Froggy's gonna be able to find one backed up by Zella there too, and Zella's gonna make that a 3K for himself.
Breach is kind of caught in a rock and a hard spot right now.
Breach kind of stuck in a little bit of a
30 seconds
mess as the flash finds a little bit. Ooh,
And he hits the
doesn't
head
even
through
need to find anything. Do the wall bang headshot with the sheriff. Nice shot there, and Mizzou take 3. But now we're gonna see WKU on their first buy.
Yeah, I want to see how they adapt. Because their comp isn't that strong push, and it's almost 100% reliant on the breach. I want to see how they push through a more, I would say, a weak defensive-sided map Mizzou setup right now.
Yeah, Mizzou, I mean, they have the duelist, they have 1 sentinel. I would say WKU definitely has a much more defensive-sided team with double sentinel, double controller, and a breach. WKU doesn't really have a lot of space-making tools other than, you know, the breach stuns and aftershock.
Lobster's holding the single, pushing up a little bit.
Ooh, yeah, but he's gonna find 4 members here. First shot goes wide, pulls at the headhunter, and Lobsters don't live forever. Friends of Cats finds that.
You've been saving that, haven't you?
I have. His bullet finds Panda on the rotate there too.
I think this is a dropped round right here. They gave up the op, and 2 of them are already gone.
Yeah, Spike going down now. Piggy's got to be careful.
Spike planted.
Viper's right around the corner. He does find Bullet. Gets 1 kill for himself and is able to pick up an upgrade, but
It'll be
Still
how
tough
they get the
retake.
refrags here, I think. I don't think they all know that all of them are on that.
oh, but there's the showstopper coming through, able to find him before he falls, and
Standing.
Froggy
them
right
are on
behind
site.
him. Misfits finds that, and now it's all up to Piggy. 1 versus 3. Op not in your hands. Spike ticking away. You don't have anything to work with, and
I think this is the right call, going for the save.
yeah, this play is just to keep this Phantom into the next round, keep the money for the team. I think the team has pretty good money so far, but so let's just have a little bit of boost.
I wonder what Chamber ult points are, because he isn't not going to quite have it, so he's not going to be up for next round. I don't think very well. I think they'll be at a disadvantage. I think they're going to lose next round overall. Mizzou.
We'll see. They've got plenty of money. No op, though.
Oh, still,
Oh.
they're going for the up still.
They actually got the op. Never mind. Conch on the operator once again. Was a little bit caught out last time. Didn't have the TP to get into safety, and shot just didn't land.
This is a relatively equal eco for both teams. It's just going to come down to who's the better map sense and gunplay, I guess.
Yep, and you know, both teams have an op. Run Cats has his, and Conch has his as well. So we'll have to see. Zella sending it deep already.
Molly did do a little bit of work on him.
Ooh.
Oh, but Lobster gets the free pick on the Sage. There's no healing for the enemy team now.
Yeah, nice shot there by Lobster. Finds the Sage. Takes an early numbers advantage here on this round number 5.
I want to know if he's going to refrag it, because it is a little risky, because the enemy team does have an up on that angle.
Doesn't have an op, but he spots the gun. He knows someone's there.
Here, trap destroyed.
Just the trap. Oh, the
he
shot
loses
goes
the
wide.
fight.
A nice bait there. Means Lobster falls.
Panda's going to be the only one holding on to C side at the current moment, but it looks like Breach is coming in to help.
Yeah, but the play is actually not to hit C. They throw the smokes, they use the util, and they're baiting out the rotates. It's all up to Zella.
Do they know? Do they know?
They know now
They
as
know.
Stewie Chu finds Zella Molly as well to make sure he's flushed out of that position. And now the A call is coming in. There has the haunt. Gonna try to find some information, but it just gets shot down before anything gets found.
I wonder if they'll use the ult here. They will.
There comes the Nightfall. Finds 2 marks as Torito finds Panda. And now it's all up to Froggy.
Yeah. This is a done deal round right here.
He really is stuck here. As now he's forced out of position and the op is just holding it down. Froggy walks right into Friend of Cats, and that's going to be number 2 for WKU.
And this is a very obvious save round for Mizzou coming out. They'll see how much damage they can do to the eco, probably, and hopefully get that op out of the Omen's hands. But other than that, I bet this round's pretty much secured for WKU right now.
Yeah, but Mizzou definitely can upset rounds. They've definitely had their fair share of ecos. I'll have to see if they can do it again.
And
Bullet has the Viper's Pit online, and Mizzou only have that from the shadows on the Omen.
And next round for sure, we're going to get a Chamber ult if this round goes bad. So it'll be an interesting turn round next round, but I think this round, WKU should have a pretty good security right here.
The Paranoia, and there's one!
Lobster.
A nice shot there, takes the head. And he's forced to rendezvous out. Now he has that operator online.
I would almost just leave sight right now. It's too dangerous.
Oh, the timing.
Oh, Woody knows he heard the Viper jump.
He heard it. Oh, Lobster finds one as Froggy's over here on the flank fighting for his life. Biggie finds
And
2.
they
Make that
win
3.
The thrifty.
Yeah, don't count them out too yet. They don't need too much to win a round.
Just believing in their gun skills and winning the round.
Yeah, now WKU forced the timeout. Try to figure out what went wrong after that eco round.
Yeah, I mean, Mizzou does just generally have better gunplay, in my personal opinion, and I am impressed they actually lost the second round, though, their second loss round.
Yeah.
It was an even slate. I think it was just a little bit of greed on
Yeah.
their part.
I think it was a nice shot there by Friend of Cats on the operator and a good play, kind of baiting out where the chamber was, and he just wasn't holding the right angle, so Conch falls in that round. But, I mean, very good job on Mizzou to bring it back, especially on a thrifty round win. To pick up a nice early kill, get that operator online for Conch, and he's able to, get another pick with it. And then, again, Piggy on the flank. 3K with a sheriff is pretty impressive.
Yeah. I feel like WKU played it as well as they could. I didn't think they'd expect Mizzou to push so hard on a save round was the issue there.
Yeah.
If they used KJ traps, I feel like they would have probably had the round in the bag, but still good on Mizzou to catching them off guard with that adaptation.
Yeah, very good on Mizzou in order to adapt to that situation, play to their strengths. They have a much more aggressive comp, and they're using it very well, taking a lot of space, especially over towards A as we get back into the game now that this timeout is over. Yeah, it looks like WKU 5-stack over towards this A, and
They have 4 ults, so if they get onto site, it's pretty much secured for them.
yeah, they've got quite the amount to work with as Conch is forced to TP away real quick as the flash comes through. First shot a little bit wide, and
I'd almost play retake over here. It's a little dangerous for him right now.
but it's so hard to retake into a Viper's Pit. Speaking of which, there it goes. As he finds a tag with the dog. But there's just so much utility coming through. Torito finds 1, finds 2 before falling for himself. Here comes the haunt, but it gets broken immediately.
It's a 3v4
There
right
comes the
now.
C's.
Viper's Pit is still in use.
Let's get a tag on someone, but doesn't get too much else. Zella pops this revolving door. Finds 1. Nice shot there. It's going to make things a 3 versus 3 now. But Ultimate's still in the favor of WKU. They have the lockdown if they want to as well. The spam through the smoke. It's not actually in the Viper's Pit. But Friends finds 1, Panda finds 1, and it's all up to Bullet. Spike is still ticking away. They don't have enough time. They got to stick it, but he's not sticking it. He's trying to bait.
Impressive wiring.
The spam through the smoke comes through. He's going to be able to walk through the smoke. He gets it, but there's no time on the clock.
And WKO picks up another one. They're playing really impressive with the util they have. Viper does have a really good site control line with her wall. Same thing as Harbor. So it does become really hard once they get on the site.
Yeah, pretty hard, especially with that Viper's pit. It's so scary just to walk into that and try and take that space from the Viper. So well played there by Bullet in order to win that round there. But I think Mizzou just were a little bit too scared. A lot of time was kind of wasted.
Yeah.
And because of that, you know, they got all the kills, but there just wasn't enough time for that spike.
Yeah, the Viper ult really didn't slow down their push.
And once again, we see this A aggression. Lobster
You should run.
holding close with the shorty, but there goes the lockdown, and now he's forced to run for the hills. The Aftershock might be able to break this.
Can the Aftershock break it?
They can break it, but I don't think they're going to use it.
They found my trap.
As it goes ahead and pops, doesn't detain anybody. Spike's still not down. Froggy might look for a play to run through the smoke here, but I mean, they used so much and they didn't actually get onto site. That's the wall out there. There comes the Rolling Thunder as Bullet is able to find Froggy Pandas on this flank though. He's gonna run into the turret.
Yeah.
Lobster stunned up, forced off that position. It's the second stun
Spike
through.
planted.
Spike finally gets planted. With a little gap in the wall. But Lobster finds Bullet.
They don't know.
They don't know. Omen behind them. They've got to be careful. As Omen's in CT's in that smoke.
So,
They're not looking there. The defuse starts coming out. They're able to find him.
Gets
Pan-
two.
One enemy
WKU. Renegades finds two. He's down to
Both are
1
pretty
HP.
lit up.
Everyone is 1 HP right now. There's the paranoia. Forced off the angle. Everyone is so low here.
They don't know how low he
He's
is.
trying to trust his
Last
teammate,
player
but he's able to find one and able to find two, and that's a 4K. Friend of Cats ties things up with a 4K for himself.
One bullet.
Looks like Mizzou's momentum that they had in the first couple rounds is breaking down. Looks like it's shifting over to WKU.
Friend of Cats is playing really well right now. 11, 6, and 3 on this Omen. Normally, you know, as a controller player, you're not expected to frag out, but it's very impressive that as a controller player, you're able to frag out.
I mean, yeah, they have no duelists, so it has to come down to someone. And it looks like Friend of Cats is definitely that guy right now.
Yeah, definitely feeling himself right now. Mizzou on to another save. They've done it once. They can do it again.
Oh, but they've completely left A open. It's a free site for them.
Oh,
But he gets the one.
Headhunter takes the head of Misfit. No res online because you took down the person who can res. And now A side is open, but it's going to be a 4 versus 5. There's going to be the paranoia.
I don't like this drop. This drop is so dangerous that if you go through it, you're kind of forced into a bad situation.
Oh, it doesn't matter because Lobster actually takes out in front of the Cats. That's been the problem player this whole time.
Oh, but the
Fortunate.
spray gives his location away.
Through the smoke, Zelak runs through, but actually blinded by his own teammate.
One enemy remaining.
Panda finds that, but
Last one's up.
Doritos on the flank finds another one before finally falling, and now plenty of time on the spike. Froggy's going to be able to get this one for Mizzou.
And another
Thrifty.
Save
They might
the
as
day.
well save their money and keep buying only sheriffs and stingers.
Yeah. Working out for them so far.
Mizzou able to take the lead back once again. And now onto a full buy. As now we see this time WKU is onto that save.
Maybe they can deploy Mizzou. Let's see how they play with their save.
Maybe they're going to be able to fight back and take an eco round win for themselves. A Thrifty.
Looks like they're pushing for a B push. Let's see how this goes. Mizzou isn't really holding that side at all, and they're relying on the trip.
They're relying on the trip, but taking a lot of space over towards A and C. I think that'll...
I think this will adapt to them going through their spawn to push through B.
I'm going to break that, and here comes the Rolling Thunder.
Are they going to
Find
C?
some, but they're actually doing a B to C play. He's got to be careful because he hears everyone starting to run over there. And it's all up to him on the site.
But they
Finds
don't
one.
know.
Finds two. Looking for three, not able to find it as Bullet with the Frenzy finds the other one. And now Bullet with the rifle upgrade finds Froggy as well. Zella
One enemy
catches
remaining.
out Dorito
Spike down.
with his knife
C.
out. Not expecting anyone there, and now
Panda's
it is
gonna
all up the bullet. Panda shuts that down 6-4. Another good round there from Mizzou. Making sure that the WKU, a little bit of an interesting strategy, doesn't pan out for them, and they're not able to get thriftied this time.
I'm interested to see any adaptations that Mizzou or WKU has done. So Mizzou, their thrifties have been really paying dividends for them. And so a lot of the adaptations have just been playing a little bit weirder. Not as formulaic and holding set lines, but it's or nearly as aggressive, because the raise isn't no longer hard pushing to A anymore. But WKU has been trying some very interesting plays, and I want to see if they have anything more in their playbook. Like the B to C was definitely a unique play style, but we'll see how this goes.
Ooh, Froggy goes for a little bit of an aggro play there, but runs into the firing squad.
Piggy is in a numbers
all up to Piggy, but Panda's here for the rotate. That's the power of that. From the shadows, a good paranoia finds a lot of information. Finds 3 for Panda before he finally falls. 2 versus 3. Piggy's a little low on HP.
One enemy remaining.
Zella's got his back as he finds Bullet.
KJ is the only one on site, and it looks like they're just trying to get a few extra picks before this round goes down.
Oh, he spots him. They know where he is. And Lobster finds that last frag on the Stewie Chew. 7-4 going into the last round of the first half.
And WKU doesn't have any money for this round, so it's going to be up to Spectres to carry them to sites.
Yeah, and I mean, another thing to note is Sage has had res, like the majority of this game. Still has it. Hasn't used it once yet.
I think it's because they're just getting... I think the Sage shouldn't be the one peeking, but I feel like Misfit is going through aggressive angles, and it makes it hard to get online. Or at the very least, the angles that people are dying at are harder to res. But I am interested in WKO's defensive set, because this is, again, a more defensive team.
Might be a possible res target as Lobster's able to find 1. Opens the door. Finds 2 as Stewie falls.
And he has his ult.
Ooh, looking for number 3, but doesn't find it. Piggy is good for the trade. The res comes out, so Stewie's right on back alive.
They have the KJ ult.
They do, as there comes the paranoia. Here comes the Nightfall. Finds 1 close. Finds all of them. But we finally see the lockdown use a nice eye there. Finds both, and they're not even able to break it. And they're just sitting ducks here for the team. They're playing Overwatch right now. As they're able to clean it up.
Easy cleanup right there. Fatal hits all of them. I can understand why they had that one round that they won on C. Had all of them off site. However, having someone on site would have just... It was an easy cleanup. The Fatal locked them all down pretty easily.
Nice fade out there, able to get them that round, take it up 8-4, and now we get to see, you know, the teams that their comps that were kind of meant to do. Mizzou much more of an offensive sided team, and WKU with the double Sentinel, double controller, much more defensive sided. So we'll see how they adapt things and swap sides.
Looks like they're sending W Panda off as a split from the team, hopefully looking for a couple picks from some over rotation. But it looks like WKU is reading the A push.
Yeah, this is a 4 stack from both sides. As Paranoia comes through, but all of the util as well. Not able to get out of there. Zella's nade finds that, but the fighting is just going down. Zella's able to find another one. Piggy able to find that as well. And the cluster truck that's going on towards A goes the way of Mizzou.
Lobster knows where Sage is.
Even know where Sage is. You might go for the knife here. You might go for the disrespect.
He's definitely going for the knife.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for the disrespect. I think he's telling his teammates to not find him. He goes for the knife, but he turns around. Misfit's able to find 2. Now this round's a little bit scarier.
Zella was 100% trolling him. He was running around making sure Sage knew.
Wall comes up, but a nice crossfire there with Biggie and Panda. Finds Misfit. Makes sure that they're not able to toss that round like it might have looked like for a second.
I'm really impressed by Zella's gameplay right now, actually. 17, 6, and 4. Entry fragging pretty well. Getting a couple trades with the util.
Playing very well here in this raise. Almost 20 kills.
He almost has his ult already online, and it's only the second round
Yeah,
of the half.
he got a triple kill, spike play, and died, I think, that round. So he is definitely sitting very well and very comfortable on his way towards that showstopper.
With the Force Phantom and Vandal out from Mizzou, this round probably done deal.
And Zella has that Phantom, trying to make some space, but this wall is a little scary.
It's a good Viper wall.
I like Froggy's crosshair.
Chambers off the flank, looking for some vision.
Trying to find something. They have an inkling to spray through the wall, but doesn't find Torito, and he has that flash ready for when they make noise.
It is a 4-stack on A.
There's the flash, good dodge. In fact, finds his teammate instead as the frags are actually coming the way of WKU. Zella's able to find 2 though,
Enemy remaining.
and Panda finds another one. And I mean, Zella has ultimate up already.
And they know exactly where Sage is.
Yep, they hear Sage stomping around in CT. And now they're just waiting. Rifles, the hands of these members, and they're just gonna walk into the crosshair, walk into the firing squad. Lobster picks up that one for himself, and Mizzou take double digits.
Easy finish for them. So with the Raze ult online, do you think they're gonna do an aggressive play with it?
I think Zella's looking to just pop it immediately on this round. I think they're
Yeah.
just gonna full W key send it, double blast pack in, send the rocket at someone's face, and take a lot of space with that.
Secure him with the 20k.
Yeah, get him to 20. Honestly, if you Rosa ulti at this point, if you don't somehow get 20 kills with Raze ulti, I mean, it just wasn't meant to be.
But he's not full sending it.
Not yet. He still has another one ready. He's gonna open this double door, and now he's gonna be sending
there
it.
it is.
Ooh, Stewie Jew catches Zella looking the wrong direction.
It's
No.
Biggie with the Stinger Rush.
The Stinger Rush. Stinger did get nerfed
down
recently.
A.
Just kidding, it was just price
Player
nerfed.
standing.
And now everyone from Mizzou has fallen except for Lobster. And he is against the world right now. 1 versus 5 without spike, without anything.
I'd almost just go for ult orbs and try and get Chamber ult online as fast as possible.
Might be able to, but you might try and do a little bit of damage here. Because this was WKU's buy up.
Turtle's ready.
Cool, finds one. Not able to find the KJ.
She is stuck though.
For the time being, there comes the second smoke to get him out of that position.
Has a feeling.
30 seconds left.
Not able to find 2. Misfit finds that. Instead, with the Vandal, a little bit of a better gun for that distance, and WKU.
That
take
was their
their fifth.
bonus, so
Yeah, that was bonus though. So now Mizzou finally able to full buy. They did have a couple rifles, and you know, Zella did invest the showstopper. Wasn't able to find anything. But finally, first buy, full buy from both teams. We'll see how Mizzou wants to play this. It looks like another A push, as we see 4 members over towards A, and Conch as Lobster only one away from them.
looks like WKU is playing a little bit more split. They don't expect a full A push, but they have a few people there. KJ is 1 point away from ult though, so we have to be careful. If she gets a pick, it will probably be a force offsite.
Lobster finds one though. That's trying to cat's down. That's those smokes now. Side of WKU. Besides this Viper, but already used, and this might be an A to B play as there comes the smokes. A nice flash there. Finds one as Torito actually is able to find 2. Second flash is coming through now, but it doesn't matter. Picky doesn't need his eyes to get that one. And now 3 versus 2. Mizzou spike planted.
1 enemy remaining.
Picky's making that a 3K for himself. He's able to find Misfit as well.
I'm sorry, is that an unupgraded Champions Vandal?
No, it can't be.
I didn't see any special effects.
It doesn't unless you're top fragging.
Okay.
Or if you inspect it.
That's right.
They think they're so.
Well, I thought a unique pullout animation.
Nope. Fortunately not.
What do you mean, fortunately?
I mean, it doesn't, unfortunately. It doesn't have a cool, unique pullout animation. Knife does. I think that's the main reason people buy that bundle.
Right there. Right
But
there.
Nice round there for Mizzou, able to pick up 11. Both teams still have plenty of money to buy, and now Piggy with his ultimate to send it for a play. Stuichu does have the lockdown to try and stall or retake a site. As now the play once again is to take this A control.
They really love pushing the stay site.
They really do like pushing this A site. I mean, they're pushing into a killjoy. The passage isn't broken. And there comes that rolling thunder. Here comes Zella onto the back of site. Finds the first, finds the second. Takes all that space. He doesn't even need the showstopper to break 20 kills this time. And now Spike planted a nice, good opening there for Mizzou. And now it feels really hard here for WKU as Lobster is in their spawn right behind them. They don't know. They lack critical information. As one, looking for two, looking for number three. Shots are a little bit wide on this last one, but it doesn't matter because his teammates got his back. And that's a 3K for Conch. A nice flank there. Takes them to match point.
He has to showstopper. Do you think he'll use this round?
I think he's going to use it again. And I think he'll use it. There's no point in not using it. If it's last round, full send it. They're on a save round anyway. There it is. Tour de force pop. Conch gonna look to make some plays.
It's a full C push. The only site they haven't pushed this whole entire attacking side.
They have not planted C yet. So they're gonna try things and go C for the first time in this map number 1. In fact, they're reading it quite well.
Oh, this Sage.
It's just Misfit. It's just Misfit, and there he goes. Misfit in the wrong spot. And now this site is wide open for the taking of Mizzou. A stack did not work out here for WKU. Now they've taken so much space here. They're running through the smoke. As Froggy falls. A nice shot there by Stuichu. Makes things a 4 versus 4, and because of that, they actually have some big ultimates to use.
KJ can very easily push this site.
There goes the rolling thunder. Here comes the nade though to try and stall.
Nice canter util.
I think Stewie was able to buy or grab the gun. There's the flashes through with the teammates. Panda's able to find one on the flank, and now all down the bullet. Able to find one, but the leg, the right click actually is so good, but the shorty from Biggie is better. Mizzou are able to win map number 1, 13-5. Pretty dominant victory. It was a little close in the first half. It was a 4-4 at one point, but I think Mizzou just kind of figured out what was going wrong and made sure that they only dropped one more in the entirety of the map.
And not to discredit WKU, getting 4 on Mizzou on attacking side with that defensive side of comp is really impressive.
Yeah, especially, I mean, Mizzou is the only team so far to have taken a map off Northwood this season, I think. And, actually pulling out like 4, making it close for, that first half, 4-4 at one point is pretty impressive, but once that timeout came through, Mizzou just kind of reevaluated everything, figured out what was going wrong, and, made sure that they only grabbed one more, and that was on a bonus round in the second half.
Like, I honestly don't think WKU skill-wise isn't that bad. Like, their gunplay was on point. Like, they were hitting headshots.
They were definitely hitting their shots.
I think it's up to adaptation that would make Mizzou a little bit more different, is that Mizzou adapted to WKU's playstyle, which was stacking and making sure that Mizzou couldn't really full push one side, so they were like just trying to play prediction games. But Mizzou would constantly try and change and send one in the flank, where WKU would be prone to over rotating every round.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mizzou kind of read them very well on the attacking side as well. They kind of had a reading about where they were stacking, where they were playing, and I think it was really good adaptation as well, because they've been stacking A site the couple of rounds, so you finally hit C or the rotation through B. I really like that as well. So I think Mizzou, I think gunplay-wise, both teams are pretty equal. Maybe a little bit advantage over to Mizzou. But I think just like team play-wise, shot calling-wise, I think it all just goes to Mizzou.
Yeah.
So, but that's going to be map number 1 of Lotus. Stay tuned. Map number 2 coming up real quick. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Mizzou take map number 1, Lotus 13-5. I'm K9.
And I'm Legion.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready for map number 2. It's gonna be Haven. This is Western Kentucky University's map pick. Mizzou did pick Lotus. We are definitely known for Lotus. It is one of the most played maps that we play, and I think it's one of our better maps. That and Pearl, so the 2 new maps we're kind of putting the most time into, which I think is really good. I don't think those maps are gonna leave rotation anytime soon. So I see them play very well on them.
I want to see a WKU's adaptation on Haven. If they are willingly picking this map, I want to see if they have a specific comp they'd like to play on it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see as well. Mizzou, though, is also very good on Haven. We have been playing it a lot. We've been seeing a lot of Haven in all of the games. Even if we don't pick it, the other team seems to be picking it. So, I mean, Mizzou will just have a lot of experience on this map anyway.
See if WKU, because we were talking about how their gunplay was a little bit on par with Mizzou almost even. Let's see if they can maybe sneak a win out of here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think Haven is a much older map. You know, it's been around since beta. A lot of time to practice the map. A lot of teams have been playing this for many, many years now at this point. So hopefully we get to see some interesting strategies. The only thing that has really changed about this map are the introduction of new agents, which always changes things up. Gecko, the newest agent, not available to play at this time, but hopefully we'll be able to see them in some of the upcoming games in a couple of weeks. I've been enjoying him. I'm pretty sure it's been a nightmare in solo queue, both with and against him. But team composition-wise, it looks very similar. The only difference is WKU rocking the Sova versus Mizzou's Fade, and then also Smokes instead of the Omen. WKU is running the Astra. So slight differences there, but I mean still very similar ideas of, you know, the teams. You have an info initiator and then your smokes. So, but for the most part, very same team comps in comparison to Lotus.
I think WKU and Mizzou almost have the exact same. Like, while last match Mizzou was definitely more attacking sided and WKU was more defensive sided, this time around it seems to be the exact
Yeah, but we're already seeing this fast aggression here. Zella finds friend of Cats there. A nice haunt there. Marks him for the taking. As Lobster finds Dorito on the flank as well. And now Mizzou have A site under their control. 3 versus 5. And they just hold for the flank. There comes the aftershock. They've got to push into the gun squad here. Zella takes 3 and Mizzou take round 1 on map number 2.
Yeah, almost a flawless. Stewie Chu got up a nice pick before his untimely demise, but let's see how Mizzou forces up their eco here.
I mean, really good explosive play there with Zella, with the team able to, you know, take all that space, and Froggy, nice haunt, marks out friend of Cats, and means that he is poised to fall very quickly.
Zella is running a Phantom second round.
Right there.
Well, he did get a couple of frags last round. They did get spike plant, so that's a little bit of a bonus in his paycheck. And now we're going to see an explosive C hit, which is, in fact, incredibly open here for Mizzou. Azella, the dash, updraft smoke takes a lot of space, and we get the full 5 versus 5 retake.
There's 2 in garage right now. I wonder if they'll be able to make a nice push here. Having 3 in
Have
garage.
to see. Instead, they're just running into the firing squad here. Zella does fall to Misfit, but they're going to give him the knife. Oh, he goes for the knife again. Lobster. I think he turned around as he takes another one down as well.
Stewie Chu is cleaning up Mizzou right now.
Catch them.
Yeah, but there you go. Stuchu finally falls. They greeted for the knife. I think he turned around at the last second there, and I don't think Lobster was expecting that.
I think that was too much of a loss right there at that point. Like,
I think after the first knife fails, I think you
have to respect it. Like, you have to.
yeah, you have to respect it at that point and just, you know, be fine with losing one. But instead, he actually is able to pick up a couple more.
Yeah.
I like that sheriff skin. I think it's pretty cool.
And speaking of Lobster, he's off the chamber this time, going with a much safer and more stable KJ pick right now.
Yes, much safer pick on the KJ. As Mizzou are going to be running for this mid aggression. The blind comes through. Zella gets tagged down to about 1 HP. And now
this is a partial buy from Mizzou anyway, so I think WKU might just have this round.
Ooh, but Rito in a sticky situation is able to get out of there with the help of his teammates. But all of these rotates over towards B and C means that A is very open. Lobster might have a timing here, but he's not able to find the frag. In fact, actually he does through the walls. Cats tries to run away, and now
Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade.
A site is open. Plant goes down into a very good position here for Mizzou. Now they just get the hold here. Retake is coming through. No one on the flank. There's going to be the dart. Spots out a couple, but Froggy's still in this corner. Does get spotted out eventually, but a nice paranoia there. Froggy's able to find one. The turret back online, but Misfit peeks while he's trying to reload those bullets, and now
Looks like they're just saving.
WKU, I think the plan is just to run for the hills. Zella, very low HP. He's just grabbing his rifle upgrades, grabbing a sheriff, and is also gonna run.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, Panda finds bullet there. Takes a rifle out of the hands of WKU. Mizzou win round number 3. They win the bonus.
Yeah. Zella is almost already at his ult as well. He's one away from the knives, and I wonder how he'll play with that. Because if he dies this round, he'll just use knives next round.
Yeah.
So Mizzou's eco looking pretty healthy at the moment.
And Mizzou's economy looking very good right now. Everyone almost at 3,000. The only one not is Froggy, but besides that, everyone's over 3,000. And I mean, WKU not sitting very pretty economy-wise, forced onto a save round.
Where are you?
Looks like an A for us.
Bring them down.
With the pick on Cat.
Cats falls very quickly. Zella looking to take all this space here. Panda catches the flank out. Read it like a book, and now
One enemy remaining.
Froggy doesn't need to see as he's able to find one. I think Misfit found Zella through the smoke on pure accident, trying to find Froggy. But Froggy's good for the trade, and I mean, Zella has knives, so he wants to use them this round. I don't think he's going to, as you see a rifle buy for them.
Looks like Mizzou's taking this game a little bit more seriously. I think they realize that WKU can definitely take some things off of them if they're not really paying attention. They've not been going for their aggressive multi-site pushes, and they've been trying to make a good, concise push regularly.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Mizzou still have a little bit of an economy advantage, as Bullet and Misfit aren't really buying the best guns this time. We see a Judge and a Bulldog as
Bring them
we're
down.
gonna see this garage hit.
They know that they're in garage.
They should know. Nice flash there. Zella finds one. Here comes the Blade Storm. Here comes the updraft. A nice one shot finds Dorito. That's why those Blade Storms are very scary in the hands of a player like Zella.
My friends were having a discussion on the jet knives and how some were trying to compare it to a Marshall, but I think my friend gave the best comparison that it's basically just a Guardian, but with the best accuracy in the game.
Yeah, it's essentially a perfect shot Guardian. I would akin to it more to it's a Vandal with 5 bullets, but also is a Call of Duty gun. As Zella, that's 4, looking for 5, not able to find it. Friend of Cat shuts down the ace. Lobster finds the trade. He was looking for it. There was a chance. He had the opportunity of getting that ace, but not this time. Mizzou pick up their 5th round. WKU still rocking a big old goose egg.
I mean, it's kind of hard. Mizzou is really good with their gunplay, as well as it looks like they are trying a little, like, very seriously right now. They're playing their comp pretty well. Mizzou's eco is just right off the charts right now, and it looks like they're rocking Stinger shotguns on WKU side.
Yeah, once again, not able to buy up very well. Mizzou definitely not playing around this time. There we go. You gotta jiggle the dog,
Your eyes.
Froggy. Because that's how you find Dorito in a corner with a Judge. Got a problem with that. For a couple of games, the Prowler would come through and he wouldn't spot someone in a corner, but give it a good old wiggle. It finds those people in those corners. They find Dorito. They find that first blood. And C-site wide open.
No charges left.
Jumping onto the site. No one's here. They try to find something. Misfit tries to find them timing through the flank window of garage, but doesn't find anything. And now spike planted in a very good spot here from Mizzou.
They were running Stinger shotgun, so I think this round's pretty much a done deal for Mizzou right now. They don't exactly have the best guns to enter onto site.
Panda, a little bit scared there as the shotgun came through and not able to find anything as there's two Stingers looking at you. He's able to find the trade. Stuichu finds a second one, but the team is all there running after him. Still plenty of ultimates available from Mizzou. They haven't really used anything besides the Blade Storm that one round. And WKU finally looking like they have enough to full buy.
They also have 4 ults on WKU, so I think if Breach is off-site, they have a pretty good retake for their comp. KJ Breach is a really deadly combo because you're concussed, and then the KJ ult will lock you down after you're concussed.
Yes, very scary. Makes a lot of space.
I'll find
Both members.
Looks like WKU's ulting with the Jet ult.
That Blade Storm comes out from WKU. Tries to find something. First 2 knives go wide. Forced to dash away from Zella.
Rocking the Oni Phantom. Speaking of Oni, what do you think of the new Oni bundle?
I'm a fan of it. I like them. I like all of them.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Vandals and the Bulldog.
I think the Bulldog's actually really cool.
I think the Araxes Bulldog's probably the best Bulldog skin.
Ooh, I think the Araxi skin set also was really good. I think Protocol's still really good too. But enough about skins, as here comes the execute. There comes the Rolling Thunder to make that space. Finds the shorty in the back, Dorito. The knives aren't better than a double barrel. And now post plant here for Mizzou. They might look to use this lockdown. And I think if they do, Froggy's going to go ahead and send that Nightfall through. There comes the both.
Double KJ
Yeah,
ult
there's
right
the
now.
double KJ ulti.
Locks down
There
both
comes
teams.
the Astra Wall as well.
They are pushing this site hard. Piggy is in his own little... Oh, I thought... It's kind of hard to tell with a
And
KJ.
went for the flank, doesn't find anything, bullet jumps down. But I mean, there just isn't enough time here for WKU. They burn all the ultimates and stuff, but it doesn't matter because Mizzou's own lockdown keeps them away for too long.
Yeah, it was a nice KJ counter ult right there. It's almost like they predicted it was going to happen.
Yeah, I really like the counter ulti there. There's no way to destroy it, and you know, Mizzou have to run away, but I mean, so does KU. And because of that, you know, no one's able to get on the site. It wastes way too much time. WKU waited way too long to use that KJ ulti, and by the time it was up, it didn't matter.
Yeah. Right now, ults rocking with are the Sova and the Breach ult for WKU and the Fate ult for Mizzou. I wonder if they'll use the Fate ult to entry onto a site.
My guess is they might use it here onto A site. As I mean,
They're playing pretty split. They might just be
WKU
looking...
fully give up this A site completely. There's no one here. I think they're just really terrified of the fade and are just playing for retake. Oh, but Panda, gotta be careful. There's a Killjoy in your spawn.
Lobster is also in a pretty predicament spot right now.
Yeah, he's gotta be so careful. Zella is able to walk out onto A site. He walks actually into their spawn. Finds a little bit of information. Zella able to find Stuichu. And Lobster, I mean, this timing with the two KJs is really close. Zella over here, but Froggy's able to find Bullet. Lobster finally falls as the KJ in their spawn takes him down.
Just gonna pick up the op.
I think the op might be picked up and it might be a save for that. But I really like this setup here. Yeah, Misfit has that operator. And he is running for the hills now, running to save this op into the next round.
It's a good save.
Flash there.
It's Mizzou's own money, so of course they're gonna just say, all right, they spent all this money on the op, we're gonna keep that op and use it for next round.
Actually have two ops. Make that one more op as Zella finds that. And here comes the shorty, Biggie, once again.
Hunted them
Double
down.
pump into the face of Torito. Grabs the operator for himself as well. And, I mean, Mizzou looking much better on this map than the first one. You know, it was 4-4 at this point. It is 8-0.
Yeah, I gotta give props to Mizzou. They figured out WKU's playstyle pretty freaking well.
Yeah, and
Looks like a
finally a timeout here for WKU. They just haven't been able to do anything. All the kills have been going the way of Mizzou. I don't think WKU has picked up a single first blood so far. And it feels like, you know, Mizzou find, you know, 2 kills really early into a round, and then it's a 5 versus 3. There's nothing that WKU can do. There haven't really been any, you know, close rounds where, you know, come down to, you know, 1v1 at the end. It feels like Mizzou's just had the tempo entirely in their control this whole time.
Yeah, Mizzou's going for execution right now. They're not trying to play for fancy picks or gunplay skills. They're just trying to execute their plays as well as they possibly can.
Yeah.
It almost feels like they're preparing for other games in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just looking for a quick 13-0 after the first map. I feel like they got a little bit lax on the first map. They lost a couple more rounds that they think they'd like, and they want to show that the most they get is 5 in the whole series, and are going to look for a 13-0 right now. But, I mean, maybe I just cast a curse with them, so who knows.
But we'll find out right here, right now. Mizzou's pushing on to C right now. The only person on there right now is, looks like WKU Misfit.
It's just Misfit is their top fragger at 5 and 7, but, I mean, even the bottom fraggers are Mizzou have 4 kills, so.
Get rid of the turret real quick, and it looks like they're going to just play a quick retake right now. He knows to give up the site.
Yeah, he knows he can't get this site.
Face your fear!
And
Oh,
there
and
comes the
pushing into their
Nightfall as well, just to
spawn.
take all that space into their spawn.
Be no more.
He's able to find the first one.
He is one tap with this Marshall, so he needs to be careful.
I think the one tapping is actually going to be Froggy this time. Panda finds one as well. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. The kills are just all going the way of Mizzou. Panda finds one. Zilla finds one as well. Flawless for Mizzou. 9-0. Looking to, you know, just take this in storm.
Yeah, nothing but domination and precise team play right now from Mizzou. They're not giving the enemy team any openings, and it looks like they're whipping out the Odin from WK on Friend of Cats. I want to see how this goes.
Normally it's Sova that we see with the Odin, but I mean, maybe they're looking for anything. Try to, you know, throw up a smoke and then, you know, just hold that left click through a smoke and find something. But I don't know what WKU can really do. It feels like Mizzou is just winning every fight they get.
Looks like it was just to try and see if they can get a pick onto B window.
It doesn't look like they were able to find it as well.
All right, here comes the force split.
Here comes the players. They're looking. They find Bullet in the corner, and again, first blood goes the way of Mizzou. Plant going down now. And now, 4 versus 5 retake. No one on the flank, and here comes that Rolling Thunder. Pushes them all off of the site. A nice flash there by Piggy, getting them safety. Panda's able to walk on out of there.
I wonder if they'll be able to just stick the defuse maybe, if they're lucky.
They might be able to, but I mean, they can just spam this.
But the nice concuss from WKU.
Get out of my way!
Zilla finds one. The spam is just coming through still. Froggy's able to find another one. There's the Blade Storm. Zilla doesn't care. Misfit finds 2 in the end, but I mean, all of the rest of the kills go the way of Mizzou. The spam post plant was too powerful, too good for Mizzou, and they take double digits 10 in a row.
Looks like Lobster's now running the Blastex Odin.
Yeah, I think he picked that up off a friend of Cats.
I love the Blastex line.
I think it's really good.
It's so funny to me.
I think they should make another one.
Blastex Fanda would be an instant cop.
That would be. I wonder what the knife would be.
Probably like a toy axe or like a toy katana, probably.
Maybe.
A toy hammer.
That would be funny. But now the play is going to be to try and hit this A. There's 3 members of KU here. But again, Zella finds the first frag there on the Torito. And the play is just to go ahead and hit this A site. Gotta clear that corner.
He's not going to clear it.
Gotta clear the corner. He does clear it.
If he had a shotgun, it would have been a different story.
But there's going to be the aftershock Goodbye, KJ. Ulti. Actually, oh, it does go down, but Bullet actually able to find a shock dart kill.
It's a nice lineup.
He's got
It's
the
a 3v3
lineups.
right now.
Turret out.
Yeah, this is the closest we've really ever had a round so far. Even numbers right now. Both teams no ultimates. A nice start there. Get some information. Finds one. Panda able to find one. It's all up to Panda now. Drops
That's
from the
gonna be
sky to his
round.
death. And Misfits able to pick it up in a 1 versus 1. WKU finally pick up their first round.
It's not going to be a clean 13-0.
Not a clean 13-0, but it took 11 rounds for them to pick up their first round of the map number 2. And Mizzou still have plenty of money. You know, I'm pretty sure most of them were almost near max cash. And WKU still can't buy. They won the round. They still don't have money.
Yeah, it is what it is. They've just been losing too many rounds in a row. Their eco's kind of in tatters. I mean, it's lucky that they're being able to buy the guns they have. Guardians and another Vandal. See if they can't pick up another victory off Mizzou.
See if they're able to pick up something. But Froggy finds Misfit. That was the hero they needed last round. Already off the table.
And it looks like Seaside's just completely theirs for the taking.
Seaside is free for the taking. Spike already planted. There's not really a lot the WKU can do. Is Froggy able to find Juito? There comes the Rolling Thunder. Finds Lobster.
Hits his own teammate with
But
it.
Froggy is good for a 3K.
Face your fear.
There comes the Nightfall as well. This left click spray. I mean, he finds the
Gets the collat.
collateral. I don't think it matters. They're just waiting.
They're going for the
They're
knife.
going for the knife. They're going for the BM. They pull out the classic. He gets 4.
It's the ace.
It's the ace. It's the ace. Not able to get the ace.
It's another 4K though.
It's another
4K for 4K.
Froggy 4K doesn't give the ace over to Friend the Cats, but I mean, they're just
Switching
playing with their
sides.
food right now. They just go for the 4-man knife attack.
Yeah, if the first half of first half was all about seeing what they could do with their comps, it's now just turned into how much can we mess around.
Yeah, I think Mizzou is very confident right now. I don't think they think there's any chance that they're going to lose this. There is still a chance, technically. It is a mountain that WKU needs to climb. I think it's bigger than Mount Everest at this point.
Yeah, it's going to come down to this pistol round, actually. I think if WKU loses this pistol round, they're going to...
It's basically over.
Yes, but if they win this pistol round, then they have a mountain to climb, but it's a mountain that is possible. I've come back from worse.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows the 9-3 curse, but the 111 curse is I think a little bit scarier. Zella finds one, but the Shorty able to find the trade there. Piggy Froggy able to find theirs. Friend of Cats able to pick up something, but WKU suffer heavy casualties as it's a 3 versus 2 here. 3 versus 1 here. It's Froggy with the Sheriff able to find the 3K
Grenade out.
and 1 to 12. If you can, you know, give the odds of WKU coming back and winning this, what percentage chance would you say?
It'd be less than 1.
Less than 1.
They are going to force up because they obviously have to.
Placing swarm grenade.
It'll be an interesting little scuffle to see. I think their best bet is to just... I don't know if full sending C with shotguns is the best idea, but I think full sending A would have been probably the best idea for shotgun run.
I'll have to see, but
I'll find you.
And
It
Zella's
looks like-
already getting a pick.
yeah, Zella,
They're looking to end it right here.
the Bucky from downtown able to find one. They find him in the corner, and now 1 HP on Bullet. Zella
Defenders
finds
win.
that. 13 to 1. Mizzou are able to win that second map without any sort of trial or tribulation. It was one-sided.
Complete different from the first match where it looked like that WKU could 100% contend with Mizzou that first half until it switched to
A little bit of one-sided show, and then, I mean, second map, Mizzou wanted to go home. They said they were done messing around. They didn't want to play around anymore.
And I
They
think
wanted to win really quickly.
it's a talent adaptation, really. I feel like WKU, I think they do have some of the gun skill they need. I just think it's going to come down to adaptation as well as figuring out a good team comp that fits their play style. Because it looked like they like to try and full push a site a lot of the time, as well as like have maybe one person, similar to Mizzou, just at a little bit more of a, not as an experienced extent, while Mizzou's play style is basically WKU's, but I think to its fullest extent at this current moment.
Yeah, I mean, WKU definitely showed a little bit of life in that first game. They were definitely hitting some of their, their shots. There was some nice sheriff shots. They had some nice picks early on. Map 2, it really was just every round, Mizzou getting a man advantage and just not letting WKU ever find a refrag or a way to trade back. And the one round that they did win was the closest round that I think we saw, because it was a 3 versus 3.
I think it was a pretty good round, and like the Sova lineups that caught Zella out was a big like clutch to that round. I'm pretty sure because Zella is a big threat. He's a good duelist.
Yeah, Zella dropped quite a few kills that game. I think he played incredibly well this entire series, so well played to Zella. But we're gonna go ahead and take a quick little break as we get ready for our post game interview. So don't go anywhere if you want to watch the post game interview. We'll be back with that shortly. Welcome back, everybody. We're after a quick 2-0 win. I'm here with Zella. How are you feeling after that?
Not different.
Not different?
It's a daily routine.
Daily win.
Stomp on some teams.
Stomp on some teams. Well, you've got one more match in this season against teams. I forgot who it is next week, but I think that's gonna be a little bit of a closer match for the regular season.
I have confidence in our team. I think we're really good this semester. I feel like we'll win.
Nice. Confidence I like to hear. Speaking of games, CVAL just finished up the first season. You guys made it to grand finals. Did fall 1-3 versus Northwood.
Yeah.
You were able to take a map off of Northwood. I think you're the first team that's done so this season so far. So I mean, you might have lost, but I mean, how did the whole CVAL season go for you guys?
It went pretty good. We went to the lower finals or lower bracket, and we came back from that. So it was pretty good for our team. Overcome like the struggle, I guess.
Yeah, you guys lost to Waterloo and then came back and stopped Waterloo 3-0.
Yep.
That must have been pretty good. But, I mean, do you guys feel confident going in to CVAL? Obviously, you're going to the LAN now because you've qualified. You guys think you can, get some big wins in a LAN stage?
I do. I think our team's really good. Like I said, we have some good players on our team. I feel like we'll do well.
Yeah, just kind of the big, overcoming the big hurdle is going to be Northwood.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've qualified as well because they did win first place, and I think they have enough points as well at this stage anyway.
Yeah, I think we could be like any other team, and Northwood's like the team we have to like try really hard to beat.
Yeah, it's the one big hurdle you guys got to come over is going to be Northwood. But any plans for next time you guys meet Northwood? Probably in the CVAL second half.
No plans right now.
No plans.
I don't know.
Just
Our
keep
coach
working.
is probably cooking something up right now.
Just keep working on yourselves. Look to overcome them when you see them again.
Yep.
So, I mean, anything you want to say to the people watching right now?
Go Lobster.
Go Lobster. All right. That's it for us here today. We'll be back again next Wednesday for your guys' final match of Nays. So be there to watch that. But we've got some other streams throughout the week, some League of Legends, Overwatch. Be sure to catch those. That's it here for the night. So thanks for watching, everyone, and catch you all later.
Cool.